mountain is you. The mountain standing in your way is you. Have you ever wanted something with all your heart, worked for it, planned for it, dreamed about it, but right when you were supposed to move forward, something inside you pulled you back? Maybe there were days when you blamed yourself. You asked yourself, why can't I start? Why did I ruin it again? Why do I always hurt myself? But the book The Mountain Is You asks you a different question. What if the problem you're fighting isn't actually your enemy? What if the part of you that makes you step back was once only trying to protect you? We usually think the biggest obstacles in our lives are outside of us. Our circumstance, other people, our past, or bad luck. But sometimes the hardest battle is the one no one sees. The battle that happens quietly inside us every single day. The author calls this self-sabotage, but self-sabotage doesn't always look obvious. Sometimes it looks like procrastinations, like always waiting for the perfect time, like doubting yourself the moment a good opportunity appears. Sometimes it looks like choosing people you already know aren't good for you, yet somehow returning to the same patterns again and again. Because the human mind isn't always searching for happiness. Sometimes it's searching for what feels familiar, even if that familiarity is painful. A person might carry the belief, I'm not enough, for years. Then, even after achieving something, they still look for proof that they're not enough. Because we don't only live with reality. We live with the stories we believe about ourselves. One of the deepest ideas in the book is that many of our struggles today were once our way of surviving. The fear that holds us back now might have protected us once. The silence that creates loneliness today might have been a way to avoid getting hurt. The walls we built around ourselves might have been necessary at some point, but sometimes that helped us survive in the past doesn't always belong in our future. Growth means learning to recognize those walls, not fighting ourselves, not hating who we are, but understanding why those walls were built. Because until we understand the reason behind our actions, we only fight the surface. The book says suppressed emotions don't disappear. Everything we refuse to face finds another way to appear. In our choices, our relationships, and our fears. Sometimes we spend our lives running away from something, yet every path leads us back to it. Because what remains unheld doesn't disappear. It only changes its form. Real change begins when instead of asking, why am I like this? We ask, what happened that made me become this way? That question changed everything, because instead of judging ourselves, we start understanding ourselves. And maybe the biggest lesson of this book is this: the mountain in front of you isn't just an obstacle, it's a part of you that still needs to be understood. Every fear, every wound, every habit that keeps you stuck carries the message: you don't have to destroy your old self. You don't have to fight the person you used to be. You just need to understand why that version of you existed. Because sometimes to build a new life, you don't need to become someone else. You need to discover yourself again. And maybe one day you realize the biggest thing standing in your way was never your enemy. It was only a part of you waiting to be seen. Because the mountain you have to climb was always within you. The mountain is you. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and remember, every page has something to teach you.